back to Friends Like Us Live. I'm your host, Marina Franklin, with
Evelyn Frick.
hello.
Hello.
Happy fall. Happy October.
I know, it's crazy.
I know it feels like I don't know why, but I keep thinking about last October and I'm like, it
Mm,
seems like it was just I know it sounds crazy, but it seems like it was just yesterday. And
yeah,
and we're not yet really out of this.
I know. Yeah, I agree. It's interesting to think back where I was a year ago today because I actually just got the booster shot today.
Oh, you
Um,
did.
yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you. Yeah. So I got it like this morning and feeling fine. So that's good. But yeah, it's weird to think that like a year ago today, like no shots. I yeah, I think like in the falls in New York last year, people were still like not fully like wearing their masks out all the time. Like they're still like over like last summer, people were thinking, oh, like it's fine now. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. It's like we've gone through so many dips,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many you remember when they talked about like there's going to be what do they call it?
Was it like
Phase.
oh, yeah. Well, yeah, there was, like, different phases and, like, different waves.
Oh, waves. That's
Yeah,
what I meant. Waves of this. So it's
yeah.
like when they talked about the waves initially, it felt like, is this real? Are we really
Mhm.
about to do this?
Yeah, and now it's
And
like, we're probably, like, in our, like, like, 10th wave or something already.
I'm so glad you got the booster. How you feeling?
I feel fine. Yeah, the only thing I'm feeling is my arm is a little sore, but I got the flu shot, like, about a week ago, like, in the same arm, so I think it's probably just, because, like, I've gotten 2 shots recently. But, yeah, otherwise I feel pretty fine. I mean, like, I, like, hydrated a lot
Oh,
before
good.
the 3rd shot. Yeah, and I mean, like, and I have, like, Pedialyte and stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, how did because you got the booster, how did it affect you?
Look at us subtly like raising our
Yeah,
advertisement.
very.
It didn't the soreness, yep. But yeah, I didn't really have anything except for just the soreness of my arm, and
Yeah,
other than that, um that was it. No problem.
yeah.
And I don't even think I don't even think
Yeah.
there's a scar really. And it happened
Yeah.
so fast and I feel great.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
I'm
I always
so glad.
I hate shots so much. So I always, like, hype them up in my head, and then, like, it takes 2 seconds, and the people are always, like, so good and professional.
I felt like she waited, like, you know what you do with a kid, you distract them and then you
Mhm.
give them I felt like she waited until I looked away. And I was like, "Hey, did you just give
That's
me a
so
shot?"
funny. I love
So,
that.
oh, so Raymond Williams is here. Raymond, you left a note early, and it's so funny because Yamanika is calling me as we speak. Hold on.
Oh, really?
Yamanika, I'm doing my live right now, and Raymond Williams says, "Marina, you know I'm here for you. Shout out. Can you finally trade away David Juskow for Yamanika?"
You want to jump on? I look bad though.
If you want to come on, you can take your time. We'll be on for an hour.
Can they send me the link?
Yeah, I'll send you the link. So you can shout out Raymond Williams, who, by the way, says no vaccine for him. So come on.
Raymond Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Raymond Williams.
There you go. You got your shout out, Raymond.
I'll be on.
Okay. Bye. All right. So let me share this link. You asked and you shall receive. I
Mhm.
should have held it until you got your shot, Raymond, but there you go. Let's see. Let me send this to her.
Mhm.
Link to my live. How was your Saturday so far?
It's been it's been good. Yeah, besides the
The shot,
booster,
right?
not like that eventful, just kind of chilling at home. I think after this, probably we'll go for a walk in the park.
Oh, nice. A
Yeah,
beautiful day too.
it's so gorgeous. Yeah, but it's good. Yesterday I got some exciting news that I was accepted for a writing workshop with The Onion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I'm very excited about. It'll be in November. So yeah, that was a fun little exciting thing that I got yesterday.
Nice. Oh, I see people have been chatting away. That is
Yeah.
so good though, Evelyn.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
excited for
excited.
you. But I'm not surprised whatsoever. Let's see. The
Thank you.
gas man says here, very curious, how long did the soreness last on your arm? My friend is getting concerned because their arm has been sore for 3 days. Yeah, 3 days is about right.
Yeah.
The soreness in my arm, you know what really helps it? Movement.
Yeah.
I work out like not every day, but like I worked out honestly on the third day and I thought I couldn't. And my trainer was like, nope, you need to move that arm. Sure enough, after doing all of the physical stuff with my arm, it was completely gone. But it is
Yeah.
stiff. It does hurt. It does, you'll have like a little bit of it'll feel like a little bit of swelling and stuff like that. But after
Yeah.
3 days, it's gone. It's better than being in the hospital laid up.
Yeah, truly.
Don't want to play Russian roulette with your life with this thing. That's how I feel. But if you want to, that's on you. Hello, Marina the Place. Oh, Bat Scientist. I've never seen Bat Scientist here before.
I have not seen Bat Scientist here either.
Woo. Hello, Bat Scientist.
Clearly knows your work.
Yes, a place where you dock boats. That's me. It's funny because I recently had someone doing a similar joke to my name joke.
Really?
Yeah, and I actually called them out on it, but I think they're still doing their joke, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's why David Tell always says, write faster than they can steal.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Tibby says, got my booster last Saturday. No reaction either, but my arm was sore for a couple of days. Yep. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Glad to hear, Tibby. Oh, Nicole, you're talking to Tibby. Hi, Nicole. By the way, if you're just joining us, I do this every Saturday. If this is your first time, I do this every Saturday to promote the podcast. My podcast is called Friends Like Us, and it features women of color. We talk about topics. Sometimes we have guests on. Maybe Yamanika will join us. Let's see if she gets herself together. Dave Juskow, my wacky friend, is always here. And my assistant, Evelyn, who was the best assistant ever on Friends Like Us, is always here to be a part of this. And she's like part of the family. So there. And we give reviews, we talk about the reviews for the show. We shout out fans. We've had a couple of audience members buy t-shirts and they are on the way. So we have like the t-shirts that we're wearing right now has the logo on it for the Friends Like Us. So get yours today by going to marinayfranklin.com. All right. So let me put my glasses on. I always try to read this, Evelyn. And then I said my assistant without saying your name. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm the labels lately. I have label anxiety. Let's see. Congrats, Evelyn. George says congrats on your writing job, writing seminar.
Yeah.
With The Onion, which I am going to be very curious. When does that start?
It's actually it's a weekend. It's like 2 sessions in November. It's like 2-hour workshops with people who contribute to The Onion. So I'm very excited.
Ooh, that is nice.
Yeah. And I think some of them also too, like, I mean, because their comics have other writing jobs. Like I think a friend of mine who contributes to The Onion, who was also a writer for Conan, is going to be on the panel too. So
do you know the name?
Yeah, his name is Skylar Higley.
My name sounds like a popular name. Right? Skylar Higley, everybody.
Yeah. He's cool. He's like a young stand-up based out of Chicago right now.
Oh, Chicago. Chicago is like a theme with us.
It is recurring.
UK is in the house.
Oh, nice.
How is the UK doing? How are you? Are you still like, I keep hearing like reports about it's like lockdown. I think Australia has the most extreme lockdown of all. I think they just came out.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. I get because I know that like in Australia or like New Zealand, they do it when there's like one case of COVID.
One? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
like even just one, because they like are, they've been able to keep their numbers so low that they can know when there's just one single case of COVID.
America's wildin'.
Yeah, we really are.
Did you see that abortion thing going back and forth with Texas?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of wildin'.
Yeah, I did see that there's a judge that blocked it now. So like it's a not abortion is not banned in Texas for the moment, I think, but who's to say what will happen?
Yeah, it keeps. Oh, I see someone in the green room.
Oh.
I see our friend, uh, Yamanika Saunders. Everybody, brought to you live. Oh my God, everyone's talking. Let's see, but we got to bring her in, and she's coming in before Juskow. He's going to be so jealous because he cannot handle it.
You can't.
Oh, oh my goodness, everyone. Welcome to the show, the fabulous, the hilarious Yamanika Saunders, everybody.
Do you see how much respect I gave your show? I've been up for like the last 25 minutes. I had to jump on. I couldn't get this piece down. I said, let me get on there because first of all, Evelyn, I'm proud of you for matching your t-shirt with the background.
Thank you.
Look at this. They're all excited. Yamanika!
When I tell you, I had to cuss so many white bitches out last night. I didn't even have a chance to really get myself together. This is the war. First of all, I look like my grandmother, Lily Mae Saunders, who died at the precious age of 88.
Oh my God.
And she just was, but she was more delicate. She was delicately beautiful. Like, I don't think that I'm not beautiful. I just know that I can't be doing this just anytime. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce can get away with this. Some chicks, they know where they
You look cute.
Nah, I mean, listen, thank God I don't have any more self-esteem issues. The older you get.
Roxbury agrees.
But I really could have did better. I said, should I run a powder puff over my face? Should I do an eyebrow? Should I do a mascara? And none of those things. And I couldn't get this piece of my hair down.
Thank you, Arn Swed. You're all beautiful. All right, so let's welcome to the show. Also hiding in the green room. Let's see. He's always here every Saturday. Let's see if he can handle this. Dave Juskow, everybody.
Dominica, what happened to your hair?
Juskow, we were saying good things.
Juskow, what are you doing here every Saturday like you a part of the BET Sister Circle?
It's like a dream come true.
White men won't let black women have shit. Now, you don't need to be here every Saturday.
I have to be here. I was just reading the Lily Mae Saunders biography.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of stuff I bring to the program.
That's what I love about this guy. He remembered the details, honey.
Raymond, you watch your mouth. Juskow is our friend.
See, she always puts the chat over me. So I still get treated poorly.
Juskow, I didn't know you had money like that. You got arcade games and shit in the background.
Yeah. I got white people money.
Oh, really?
No, these machines are they're a cheaper version of the real ones. They're like $400. So
they're only $400?
Yeah. It's this place called Arcade One Up. It's amazing. It's like a dream come true. They're like a little bit smaller. They're not like the $2,000 ones, but they're great.
Oh, text me one. I want to see if I can get Miss Pac-Man in my apartment.
Oh, you can. They're selling it right now at Walmart. They just upped I have the Pac-Man 40th anniversary one, but they have a Miss Pac-Man Galaga one that's, I think, at Walmart right now through the Arcade One Up people. It's like $4.99.
Can you text me this information?
And do it later.
Okay. Look, come on. You know how Marina gets.
I'm writing it down. I will text it later. I promise.
Marina, hello, Hatem.
Yamanika. Oh, hi, Hatem.
Arn says, oh God, old arcade games. They are great. Okay, yeah. Don't forget to tell us where you're at, where you're from.
You see how Marina went right over that topic, honey. Marina don't want nothing introduced new.
Nope.
No. We gotta.
I just wanted to let you know. Oh, Orange Sweat is from Sweden.
Oh, I love Sweden. I love IKEA.
Do you see these pumpkins behind me?
Do you want to see my gourd? You want to see my gourd?
Let's see it. Let's see it.
I'm gonna go get it. This be the first time. I guess where I got it from, Marina.
Where?
Remember I told you I went to the Farm to People event?
Welcome, Nicole Hart from Sacramento, California. Welcome.
Look how many people there are because you took last week off, which was completely unacceptable. I had to call Evelyn. And I was so upset.
David called me.
No,
he did.
Marina.
I was like, Evelyn, I don't know what to do. It's 3:30 in the
Yamanika,
afternoon.
your
I can't
breasts are
handle
in
it.
the screen, like completely.
Oh shit! I ain't got no ball either. I'm sorry. Marina, remember? Ooh, can you cut that out? Marina,
No, I can't.
I was like this.
I told Marina and I use this place that should we tell them who told us about it or no?
I don't know. Wait, what? What place?
And so Marina and I do this place, Farm to People. You want to tell them how we got involved?
Oh yeah, Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as I didn't know if Rachel, y'all was doing sponsorship. So anyway, they had an event last week. I invited Marina, but Marina big time me, and was like, I don't know, I have to look at my schedule. They had an amazing event at their new warehouse out.
I wasn't in town. I didn't even do my live.
Oh man, you have such an attitude,
you should
Marina.
have said it to me like that. You told me you didn't know what she was in. But anyway, pink is my favorite color. I found a pink gourd.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
And I'll put it on my table. And I'm going to invite Marina over in a couple. She can either come over next weekend or the weekend. I'm going to make a harvest meal for Marina and I that's vegan based because Marina's a vegan.
Hey, from Seattle. They're saying hi, Yamanika from Seattle.
Hi.
Arlene. Yes.
Thank you.
They were like, it's okay, Yamanika. The girl a few weeks ago was showing draws. So
who was showing draws?
Jenny Saldana.
Ooh,
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Jenny's hot.
Yeah, Jenny does that.
Well, I never thought of her as hot until last week.
Well, I'm doing a burlesque show with her. Did she talk about that? And she's going to teach me how to move the tassels with my breasts. I told her.
Where can a young man like myself see a show like this? Where can a man like myself just into the city for the only night?
I'll text you the info because Marina don't like cross branding.
Oh,
no, you could say. Go ahead, tell them. Why you always do that?
Actually, I forgot the information, so I tried to put it on Marina. It's next. I'll get the thing. I'll look at it, but it's at the stand. I believe it's the 18th, if I'm not mistaken, because it's next week. And she's going to show me. But I told her my breasts are not up and perky. They hang. I said, so where the tassels supposed to go? Because they just going to be sweeping the floor and in the sky.
They want to know about the mushroom lady too.
Yeah, I wanted to go there last week with you, and then you weren't in town.
Because what Yamanika was talking about, just so you know, Phil, was the farmer's market, and I've been getting Yamanika, trying to get her to go to the farmer's market. I have yet to get her there.
It's so early.
Yeah, I do go pretty early.
I wanted
Today
to go
was
last
a late
weekend.
day.
I was really excited.
What time did you go today?
Today was late. I went like at 9:30. I left.
I could swing that one night when I don't have, because you don't have late spots. Marina gets the early spots. I get the late graveyard shift. Me and David Tell be sharing a sleeping bag and drinking No-Dos and Red Bulls.
Yeah,
well, that's because you guys have the energy, and I get like really sleepy. You seen me, Yamanika. How you see when I'm there and I'm like, I gotta go. You're like, sit down, hang out. I can't. My energy is not one that can sustain. I can't fake energy. If I'm tired,
that's true.
That's will true.
And Marina already selective about the way her energy goes out in the world. So I can't. Marina will pack up like the musicians in Color Purple when they slapped Sophia, and she said, "Uh-oh," and they packed up.
That is so true, because I can't. But you do have to come with me to the farmer's market, because I told you how I got into it with the mushroom lady, right? Did I tell you that?
No, but you told me how you got into it with the meat man. You got into it with the egg man. You got into it with these two old black ladies that did. You
I
got
haven't seen them.
Oh, you like the thug of the damn
Barbers?
Fresh Farm.
I'll
That's
be
right out of
bullying
that Squeeze
people.
song.
I'll
What
be
happened
bullying
now with the mushroom lady?
Well, you know, okay.
The story
you-
ends with this. You have a nice day.
He said that to the old black women.
That's all you got, Marina?
That's her tagline.
Well, when I
Oh,
don't
this
want to
is
really I don't
interesting.
want to be hostile. By the way, the women who attacked the hostess at the Carmines, they're like, they have charges now against them. So violence is not the answer, but telling
Yeah,
someone to
what
have a
did
nice day is, huh?
What did that woman say? She might have deserved because it was a black women, right? You know they're gonna charge black women.
Juskow, didn't I call it early?
What's that?
With the Carmines, the restaurant.
Oh, yes,
So
yes. I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. I forgot about
just
that.
so I
yes.
could set it up. So if you
Yes,
guys
I
have been
thought
following us,
there
yeah.
were. Yeah, you knew there was something suspicious about the article that said nothing, and then you were completely correct.
Because it's basically was a vaccination situation. If you're in England, so you have to show your vaccine proof of vaccine to get in, and then these
Or at least
women
here in New York City.
attacked in New York City, and these women attacked the hostess, but they didn't tell the full story. And so what happened was we found out that the hostess had something smart to say, and she got yoked.
Did you find out what she said? I didn't hear the rest of it.
They didn't say exactly.
didn't
Said
say.
she used a racial slur, but there's no proof of it.
Why would
They
she
also
do that, though?
they
It's
also
just-
said that the hostess brushed up against someone when it was over and kept it going, but you
Oh.
know, there's no proof. Well, they saw that on camera.
They're not gonna because it's black women against was the girl white, so now they're gonna say needle in the haystack. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you one of the fights I got into last night with a dumb white bitch. Excuse me, Evelyn.
No, you're fine.
And the woman, I was trying to get through. I was at the bar, and there's like this much. I said, excuse me, I couldn't even get through. There was no getting through. There wasn't one of those things where it's like, oh, I can squeeze in here and it'll be uncomfortable. It was like, I cannot get through. So I said to the young white girl, I said, oh, do you mind? I said, I have to get through. I need to get through. He's already called my name and everything. She goes, yeah, sure, like that. And so I had to push the bitch. I had to push her.
Oh, see, violence is not the answer, Yamanika.
Marina. I had to fold her into the table. I had to fold her into the table so that she was pushed in and the chairs was up because I had to get through. It wasn't like I pushed her deliberately. It's like, no, now I just have to move your chair because I have to get to the stage. But I'm telling you, I had another and you know, I don't know. We need to bring a white girl on here that we can really talk to about.
Evelyn's here.
Yeah,
No,
but
she doesn't count. I know what she's saying.
No,
We don't
you know what I
consider
mean?
her.
Like, Evelyn's not this type of white bitch. And I hate to say this because a lot of times whenever black women illuminate the toxicity of white women,
Wow.
we're always branded as being aggressors and mean and racist and shit like that. But white women do a lot of slick shit that gets ignored because the society as a whole don't pay attention to them. Now, case in point, and you can dissect this how you want. This was a couple weeks ago, and it was I was outside the cellar, not the cellar, the underground, and it was me and it was two bouncers. I'm not gonna put their name in it.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman came over and bumped, like I was talking to you two. She came in and she like did this drunken thing and bumped into me. Didn't bump in. I had buffers on both
Why are
sides.
they always bumping into you?
She bumped right. She did it. Now the first, I didn't realize at first. I gave her the benefit of the doubt because despite whatever people think about me, I don't just go to jump and attack white women. Although that's my favorite pastime. So, and let me say that's a joke before everybody like, oh, one time she said she liked to attack white women. So she bumped into me. So I was like, oh. So then the second time I seen this woman beeline toward, I caught eyes with her. And she was doing this thing where she was trying to pretend, have this victim moment where she was just like, I don't know what's happening. So as I saw her beeline, I told Marina this, so I don't know why she acting brand new. When she came walking towards me, I said, don't do it.
Yeah, you did tell me about this. I remember this. Yeah.
Don't do it. I said, don't you bump into me, because she's trying to act like she was so drunk. And then she came my way, and I put my hands out like this. I just put my hands out like this. And then she went into my hands like a bit. It was like, right? And so, I mean, it was like watching the Wicked Witch and the Wizard of Oz, not the Wiz, because Evelyn didn't die like that, but the white bitch in the Wizard of Oz, the white witch bitch, and she was like, wah, wah, wah. It was like watching that. I said, oh, is that the Wicked Witch of the West little daughter, a great granddaughter? Anyway, she does all these theatrics, and then she goes, oh my God. I said, shut up. I said, you bumped into me once, bitch. I'm not going to let you bump, because I said, stop trying to act like somebody did something to you. You bumped into me once, bitch. You wasn't going to get a second time. You ain't fucking drunk. And then everybody instantly looked at me like, I would have fought that whole crowd. It's something about white women.
Like Oprah Winfrey in The Color Purple.
Oh, no.
Marina, why did you got to go there? I mean, why is that?
Because that was what she did. She had to fight the whole crowd.
But I'm not going to go to jail like that, Marina, and come out doing 20 years later at a Thanksgiving dinner looking like Ed Hardy.
Well, that would have been it. Oh, look, this is where Marina. No, I've had to hold Yamanika before. Remember when we were in that vegan place and that guy sat down in your seat and I said, someone's sitting here?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll never forget that, because Yamanika broke it down so good. Because she goes, because the guy sat down in the seat. I said, someone's sitting here. Didn't act like he could hear me. And then I was like, okay. And then Yamanika comes back. He didn't realize. And then he looked. And I said, my friend was sitting there. And this was a young white boy, like probably he looked kind of like suicidal, a little bit like a gun shooter. Yamanika broke it down. She goes, you didn't sit in any of these other people's seat. So why are you going to sit in ours? We know what you did. I mean, you broke it down so well. You could tell it, but it was like everyone in there was like, and no one really was helping us until Yamanika started to break it down. And I had to physically hold you. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, don't.
Well, let me tell you something, because here's the thing. And I was speaking to a white person that will remain nameless last night. And I was saying,
You can say my name.
I said, I'm really considering getting out of America and living somewhere else. I'm looking around, and I was watching a documentary, and it was some black people talking about how much fun they've been having. I think it was Korea that they were, but having a good time, because what happens is white people in America try to keep black people in America so that there's an underdog in America. Everybody wants black people to be in America, because as long as there's a nigga to stand on top of, you're not at the bottom of the totem pole. That's why people don't want to help black people rise. That's why nobody wants to switch places with black women, who, despite what black men keep telling you, are at the bottom of the totem pole, because we are women and we are black. So we are double invisible. We don't get to play these games that black men play by saddling and sidling up with white men and having this sort of masculine dick swing event.
Now, I do want to say what's interesting, and I'm sure everyone has noticed this, is it's the first time that Juskow is not able to speak.
I was actually going to say she's completely right, because if it wasn't for black people, I would feel like a major loser.
First of all,
I'd be on the bottom totem pole if not for the black person.
No. Let me tell you something. Even though he's saying this in jest, it's the same reason why that frumpy white girl tried to bump into me. I'm gonna tell you exactly what was going on. She couldn't understand why I'm talking to two tall, dark, chocolate black men who, in this society, they have painted the picture that black men are so obsessed with white women, and because black men don't have a good control on their brand, they have let that narrative be true, because we keep looking at black men in entertainment who have no regard for black women and are completely brainwashed, and we keep using them as a sample for what it means to be a black man in totality. So when that girl walked past, and them brothers wasn't paying her attention, she couldn't understand in her world. Wait, I'm a white woman walking past. We're having a fun conversation. We're laughing. Nobody's paying her any attention. So this, when she comes back the second time, that's when she bumped into me. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt that maybe the bitch was really drunk. It wasn't until the third time when she came in and I caught eyes with her. Because once she bumped into me, I paid attention to my surroundings, because Black women have to consider that white women are predators to us. They use their vulnerability. They use all the shit that they, in this country where everybody kowtows to them, and then they predatorize us. So we have to always be aware where white women are in our surroundings and be prepared for their nonsense. So I watched her. And then when she came back again, she made sober eye contact with me. That's why I caught the bitch. And she had plenty of time
Sober eye contact.
not come my way, and she was beelining herself to just me because she wanted to have a moment. And this is why when I tell Black men, it's not about whether or not you fall in love with a white woman. It's not about that. If love is love, if love is love. But love is not love is love when Black people are the only ones saying it, and we're telling everybody else how much we love and accept them, and nobody's telling us that. So I tell Black men, for the barrier in which you hold Black women to this standard, that you keep saying things like Black women are the scourge of Black men, Black women hold Black men down, and you don't have that same standard for white women who have historically been the reason why you niggas have died, okay? Why towns have been destroyed, why Black Wall Street ain't here, why Tuskegee happened, all that shit is the undercurrent of white women going, oh, I got the vapors. And you still can find it in your heart to marry a white woman with no condition, but you can't look at a woman that looks just like you and not say, you're the reason why I'm failing? This is why we keep losing as Black people time after time after time.
So how's everyone's Saturday going?
And Marina,
Marina, you know, I've told you.
I had to deal with this. I had to deal with the Lido, the restaurant owner. Remember?
Marina, I told you also
should
just
tell that story, Marina.
I always tell that.
You should tell that story, how that woman tried to gaslight you while that bitch, and Juskow, let me tell you something. That Lido bitch act like she was so poverty stricken.
Oh, yes.
She had a couch from, remember Marina, I told you, I said that couch is minimum $20,000. Minimum. Bitch, yes. I price couches, bitch. That was a $20,000 couch minimum.
Yes.
It wrapped around, it had leather. It was still a cow mooing on the side of it. And she was like, I don't know what's happening, but it's, you know.
Oh, yeah, she put on a whole, we saw Yamanika saw it on the Zoom. She put, her voice was like, she looked like she was fragile. She felt like she was being attacked.
Wait, what are you talking about? From the restaurant when you were on Zoom or something?
Yes.
When I went to the community board to address the noise,
I didn't
because
hear about
everyone
that.
thinks I'm crazy. And then all of a sudden now, by the way, 3 or more, now this is interesting, 3 or more women in the building, now they're white, are starting to get upset. And I said a year ago, I told all of you about how the noise level, how she doesn't care about the community. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't even care really about the customers. I can tell from the way she don't care about no one. And you guys didn't believe me.
They threw snow at my, remember when she said that? They threw snowballs at my customer. It was like, bitch, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Ain't nobody been able to put together a snowball in Harlem in over 60 years.
And she's like, she tried to act like she didn't know this was even coming. She had nothing prepared. She did.
Oh, yeah, she started speaking like this. Hello? Is anybody there? Can you see me? And then I came in and Marina tried to put me on mute because I said, it's funny that everybody's trying to kowtow to her, but the residents who have to live there, not her, who owns the place and comes in whenever she wants and don't have to sleep her head there, but the residents who sleep their head there are telling you the problems, and then you all are like co-signing her, and then some gay white nigga came in trying to do his thing, and I said, let me tell you something, gay white nigga, I'm a sexy Black woman. We can do this You want to
because he really wanted to say he wanted
put his
to.
hand like that. Remember, Marina? He said,
Yes.
I said, no. You're supposed to be unbiased. It doesn't look unbiased. Everybody looks like they're on this woman's side, and it's supposed to be unbiased.
But wait a
It's a
second.
very
Why was
political
Yamanika in the Zoom for your building?
But
You just brought her in as a ringer?
It's open to the community.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's brilliant. Oh.
We're in the same community.
Well, the thing is Yamanika, it's open to the community. People can watch it. But I'll tell you this, Yamanika, a little update. The
I mean, it's
person,
brilliant move, bringing her in, you know.
well, yeah.
I got an update for you too after this. I got to tell you something.
Okay, so the person who's in the community board, the one that I communicate still to this day, because actually right now I can hear them, and there's still a bit of a situation, but it's better, but it's not fair because the guy tried, the one guy that they employed, the black guy that the guy was talking about, he says she gave a, it was like he almost said, she gave a black a job. What are you guys arguing about?
That's what they do.
So that guy, he's like been the one I communicate with, and he basically tried to shut it down and say, look, we fixed the problem. We're done. I go, no, you're not done. We can still hear it. There are people in the building who are still upset with you, so you're not done. And he was like, he tried to shut it down. So I went back to the community board, and that person who's part of the community board was basically tried to interrupt me and said, look, I understand how the community thinks that I don't know where they get this idea that we're not for the people. I was like, I never said that. I'm working with you, aren't I? But apparently, maybe you do have a problem. Maybe your community board is political and you're not
and racist. But the problem is, I have a friend who I would love to have him on the show. I just don't want y'all to be friends. So he is a politician in Harlem. He's also something amazing man. I'm not going to say his name right now because I'm got to think about whether I want Marina to be involved with him. But
why can't I be friends with him?
Because you're a troublemaker, Marina, and everybody knows it.
So
you have a nice day.
Yeah, you have a nice day, Marina.
Well, there's ways, you do need Yamanika. Yamanika is necessary, but then I have you good cop, bad cop, right? Brilliant. So it worked. Like Yamanika comes in, she breaks it down. She's also like telling the truth. And then I play sort of like the politician. I go, well, where do we finally get this done? And this is what's going on. And it really worked.
See, I don't play any games with white people, which is why my career is where it is.
Oh, DJ Eric Prince is saying shout out to Yamanika.
Hey, DJ Eric Prince. Yeah, I don't play any games with white people because this is why we in the shenanigans that we in right now. They just said that they're not pursuing any criminal charges or anything against the guy that shot Jacob Blake. We just watched the police pull a paraplegic man out of the car and whip him up. So it's like they play games with us because we allow the games to be played, and we don't shit talk nobody but each other. We don't mind beating each other's ass, killing each other, doing all sorts of shit. But whatever happens, we ain't gonna ever do nothing to white people. We just gonna sit here. So I have to be very vocal to let them know I understand that you have run across a lot of soft niggas.
Wait, hold.
You think
Nicole's comment I think needs to be highlighted. I've only seen Marina be an angel.
Well, we've seen the opposite.
She's in Cali, so thank you. And you're right, Nicole. You're right. Go ahead, Yamanika. Continue.
She's got a puss on her that I would not have stopped that rant if I were you.
We do have to have a conversation at some point.
We're going to have a conversation, but a lot of it is what I'm telling you is facts, and there's nothing to talk about after that. The reality is a lot of white people, I encounter shit with them because they've met so many soft niggas, shoes flipping for them, and yes, sir, and boss, sir, and all this shit. I've watched a lot of black people who talk all that, all them wolf tickets, and Marina knows it's not a disrespect thing. It ain't it is a disrespect thing, but you're not going to disrespect me. And I will tell you right now, whatever you've been used to in treating black people, you will not do that shit to me. And if you try it, your night going to get very uncomfortable, and then you're going to think about that shit the next time you move on to somebody else. And black people need to stop letting everybody run over us. Stop looking up in everybody's face. We look up in a lot of cultures, different cultures' faces, and we like this one.
By the way, Lido, and I love saying it, Lido is not a Black-owned business, and the way they are thriving in a Black neighborhood as like the other Black-owned businesses, restaurants.
It's the head of the thing that I met, Marina. That's the tea I wanted to tell you.
I know she is right.
You know who I'm talking about? The one that looks like the cow that was in that Cartoon Network cartoon with the udders. What was that show with the cow with the udders? She looks just like that cow. I mean, from face to body.
You talking about the owner of Lido?
No. The head. So let me break something down for you real quick, and then y'all can discuss this. I'm about to get into politics. That's what I haven't talked to y'all about that yet because I'm a baby politician right now. So the community board is all of this stuff has to be voted on, but also a lot of these positions are unpaid. So because a lot of these positions are unpaid, people who need money or especially in a community like this, can't take their time off work to go do an unpaid position. Even though the white people who are doing the unpaid position are finding ways to get paid through other means and shit like that. That's why it becomes so ruthless and underhanded. Then you have a person who is the head of this community board, right? Which gets to employ all of the pieces around them. And it doesn't have to be a 50-50 split. It doesn't have to go down political lines. So now you have this woman who has all this power in a community that she doesn't look like, employing people in a space around her to make sure she keeps her job over and over and over again. That's volunteer based, but gets kicked money and under table money because people want her power to control this environment. Don't tell me she's not in connection with that bitch at Lido who's like, don't worry about these niggas. They don't have no power. Then they got the one coon and your mama bitch in there trying to tell us at the top of it.
Oh, that's right.
I not for nothing. I went to dinner at Lido's and I said, that's so unprofessional to sit here and tell somebody you had dinner at a place where we are deliberating whether they have crossed professional lines or noise ordinances and shit. And you telling people that you had dinner there? That means nothing to nothing, but the fact that you had dinner there means that your opinion, that is now your opinion instead of your professional assessment of what's happening.
Yeah.
It's all corrupt. There's no black people there. Then they get the coon chicken George feed it niggas that come in there, and then they can say, hey, we got a black one. That's all they want is a black one. I'll say this and I'm gonna shut up for about 5 minutes so y'all can have a time. Eminem went down as the greatest rapper of all times. He was the first rapper to ever get an Oscar.
Eminem.
All these niggas been hip hopping and rapping since the dawn of time. The first nigga to ever get an Oscar for rapping was Eminem. Eminem got on because of Dr. Dre. It took one nigga to co-sign one white nigga to come in and take over all the motherfucking hip hop. Then the second year, when they did give a hip hop they gave another award to an Oscar for an Oscar on some rap shit. They gave it to the 3 6 Mafia, a pack of Southern niggas that probably can't spell A, B, or damn C. So what they did was they gave the white boy the Oscar, turned around and said, "Oh, we gave niggas Oscars too." But they didn't give it to Jay-Z or any of these prolific rappers that we have out here, Common or anybody like that. They give it to the 3 6 Mafia. So when we go down in history and we look down in the annals of history, we'll see that the greatest rapper alive was Eminem, followed by the motherfucking 3 6 Mafia, who I don't even think together right now as a group.
Well, that's like you're right, but that's also like the woman who actually the I guess the grandmother of rock and roll was a black woman.
But wait, my favorite thing about Eminem is when he went to, like she said, is this white rapper, but he acts rather black. And then when he went to court, he made sure he looked really white that day. I'll never forget it. And he was just dressed he's like, oh right, I forgot he was white.
Let me pause here because I'm gonna illuminate something you just said, and not that I think you take on the moniker of this, but this acting black, acting white shit really got to stop. Because the reality is, white people take shit that black people do, and then they try to they turn it into curse words. So I'm not talking about Juskow, but I want to illuminate this moment. When it's like, oh, that's ghetto, that's acting black. Oh, our vibe and our style that you constantly try to duplicate every fucking day, all of a sudden when we do it, is acting black. It's like Eminem came in, he grew up in an environment where he caught the vibe. He was in that environment not because he was some wayward white child that when God dropped him down from the skies, he found his way into a black environment. That's where he could afford to be. That's who the fuck he was. It's plenty of white people hee-hawing out here eating canned sandwiches, spam sandwiches and shit, mayonnaise sandwiches, and fucking they sisters and doing all kinds of shit with mullets in their damn
So
hair.
the Gas Man, sorry, he got an Oscar for acting, not rapping.
No.
though.
It was
That's
for
why.
it was for the song. It was for the song.
For the song. And stop illuminating comments that Marina's trying to get somebody to say something against me. That's what she does.
I'm
She-
not. I'm trying. I do this
Marina,
all the
why are
time.
you doing that to Yamanika? That's so cruel.
Because
You're
Marina's
trapped.
also part of the problem. Because we gotta remember
I
Marina-
always say that, but nobody believes me.
During slavery, Marina would have been.
Oh my God, Yamanika, seriously.
What? Because my
Seriously.
arm started tweaking a little bit. I was like, let me get up in here.
Ah. Oh, Yamanika.
You're the
What
best.
is Tom's?
Look, Donnell said Juskow hit us with the Ethiopian shim sham.
Yeah. And that's the Ethiopian Shim Shang. What part of Harlem are you from? 120. No, what part of Ethiopia are you from? 125th Street. The great Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
I almost hesitated talking about this because I feel like it's such a. You
What?
guys can say you don't want to talk about it if you don't want to, but has anyone seen the Dave Chappelle
I
special?
knew you were
Oh,
gonna ask.
no,
I haven't.
Let me.
Should we
say-
not talk about it? Should we not?
I
let
heard
me
all about
say-
it. I mean,
Let me say this. Let me say
Yes.
this. My opinion is going to be very biased. I'm just telling you that right now.
Oh, you know what? That's honest. Yeah, I think as I've been talking about it, I have been biased too because of what we've just talked about, actually.
I love that he just told everybody to go fuck themselves. Fuck,
Well,
fuck
no,
themselves.
it's what Yamanika's saying though. Like what she's been saying for this whole hour, pretty much, is like black people will be put last, and that's a lot of what I heard in his special. So it's kind of hard. It's very difficult because that there is some truth in what he was saying about how, what was it with DaBaby? Like they'll point out something about him and his things about homosexual, but no one said anything about what he said about black women.
But that's the thing about it is like
You're right.
We're part of our problem. I'll say this, like, again, I'm not here to be like, oh, black people need to take responsibility in terms of like, I think, I know what we've been put through here. I understand the obstacles that we have to go through. But let me tell you something, Toms be hitting them. Don't sleep on Toms. Toms be hitting it, honey. And everybody can attest to this. When they come around me, I don't ever smell. I always smell good. Like I smell.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, I always smell good. Now that's why I wanted to put some deodorant on because I woke up today and the arms was hitting the mustard the way I don't like. But my grandmother always said, if you can smell yourself, then 10 people have already smelled you.
I think I saw you a couple weeks ago and I gave you a hug and I'm like, you smell great. That's why I think that's why I immediately
fragrances. She knows my. I'm not gonna repeat them, but she knows my favorite spots, and I like to get my fragrances and my body. It
The
always
pearl or the diamond or whatever that is, that rock works for me.
You looked so good that day too. You were wearing a fun outfit. I think it was really colorful.
Let me just ask you, Evelyn,
Mhm.
what is your opinion about Dave Chappelle right now? Because I think you can give an honest, because I think a lot of times I don't feel like I could talk on it because I'm not from the community in that way.
She's going to the white thing. She's like, yeah, I'll be back after you're finished.
So no, that's not why.
I know.
But go ahead,
I
Evelyn.
mean, I haven't
You
seen.
hear her yelling at her.
Wait.
I haven't seen the special.
I didn't have to talk. I've been
Wait,
waiting
hold
to get my silk this whole time. Evelyn, no.
Evelyn, you have okay.
I love Evelyn more than I love Marina.
Go ahead, Evelyn.
Me too.
'Cause
Marina will be sitting there looking, going, I can't believe she didn't choose me. And I'd be like, bitch, you knew I wasn't. Come on, Evelyn, let's go.
Yeah, so I haven't seen the special. What I have seen from like comics that I know who like are like gay and trans, like their opinion on it is that based on what he said, which I haven't watched it, so I don't know, but they think it will contribute to more trans people coming to harm and being put in bad situations. Which more often than not, like, are Black trans women. So yeah, the most of the comments and commentary I've seen have been people saying that they wish that Netflix hadn't like put it, like given him like another platform. But again, that's based on.
What's so funny to me is they are, and this is let me say this. I knew about the thing. I was blessed enough to be opening up for Donnell Rollins, who was doing his Netflix, and Chappelle producing that, and he was there. And he said, you want to see my special is coming out Tuesday? What a treat. I said, wow, okay. So I saw the opening credits and all that thing. He didn't show me the special, but I saw the opening credits, everything. I was like, wow, this is dope. That's why I don't want to get involved in it also, because I've had my comments about him in the past and some things that I think are problematic. But you meet people and sometimes your perspective changes, not 100%, but like, you go, okay, it becomes more human than sometimes when we talk. And that's what people understand. Sometimes we talk about things that we've never had a connection to. I don't know, maybe I'll meet Kim Kardashian one day and see the humanness in her and then be like, oh, I didn't have to go so hard. But what I want to say is every time Black people do something, and this is definitely not a conversation against trans people, especially not trans women, Black women of color. It's always it's always a Black person who is being toxic and disruptive, and this is going to cause more harm. We had Black trans women being murdered, even to this day, in serial killer style form. None of the white trans community came out and said it. I mean, very little of it. Very little the LGBT. Like, you had to say, I saw, and I'm not going to say there was no, but I'm saying it wasn't to the point where, why isn't the LGBTQI community putting banners up, putting billboards? Who's this person? Like, no, it was, I saw so many Black women get involved because we were like, oh, for as much as you try to tell us, I mean, sometimes let's be very honest. Sometimes there's a little bit of animosity or whatever going on between the lines of Black women and trans Black women in terms of womanness and this and that and that. But aside from that, I think a lot of Black women look at Black trans women as sisters and go, you're being murdered because now you have transitioned into looking or being one of us, and we also being murdered. Ain't nobody looking at it. So there's a serial killer in St. Louis right now. I'm gonna tell you, it's a double down. I got asked to do a club in St. Louis. I was like, I'll do it another day. I can't do it while there's an active shooter out there targeting Black women right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was like, it's so much attack and so much shit that's happening towards women of color that even when a Black man transitions into being a Black woman, now the violence happens for him. Now the violence comes for him. But I said that to illuminate this point. Not that I don't hear them about what they think is detrimental to trans women, especially Black trans women. We don't keep that same energy. And that's the point he was illuminating in other things that are just as toxic. If the baby murders somebody, got away with it. If the baby talks shit about Black women and get away with it, why is it that the first time we're having a problem with the baby who's been a problem is when he says something that's deemed homophobic? Why is it Taronda Burke starts the Me Too movement?
However, and I agree with, what, Yami, what you're saying is such a good point, that the problem with what he did was it's wrapped in all of this stuff that you realize it's a joke, right? But it's hard because he wraps it in stuff where you go, oh, if he could just,
Marina, I'm not defending him. I'm not talking
about. I know you're not.
But I want to be very clear because I don't want them to come back and go, "Oh, she's defending him." I'm not.
No, I know.
At
I agree with you. Because I had this with
all.
someone last night where I was just repeating what he was saying, and they were arguing with me as if I was saying it, and I'm like, no, I'm just breaking down.
I want to be very clear.
Yes,
I'm not talking about his special at all.
Right.
I'm illuminating this topic because for years, since the dawn of time of Black people being here, we have been seen as savages. We have been seen as ignorant, violent, all these things that get thrown on us. And white people are seen as pure and clean and harmless and innocent. But white people murdered the Native Americans that were here, have been savages everywhere they have gone, stolen, pilfered, and taken. So, but we never put that moniker on white people. Why? Because white people have a hold on their brand.
Happy Columbus Day, everybody.
I talk about that all the time on Thanksgiving, how I can't believe we still celebrate that after we totally slaughtered all the Indians.
It's weird that they're celebrating Columbus Day still. Like,
well, they're off and on about it. I think it's like one of those things. If you're in office, you can choose to have a holiday or not.
Because it's like between, like, some places do Columbus Day, other places, like, for example, like I use the Brooklyn Public Library a lot, and they say that they're off Monday for Indigenous Peoples Day. So it's like a weird, like,
it's a weird.
I think this was you back, Evelyn?
Oh yeah, I'm in my apartment in Brooklyn now.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
she's three shots in too. She got her third shot today.
Yeah.
No, wait, you got a booster shot?
Mm-hmm.
You see how they protect white women? They told me I had to wait 3 months.
I know.
They told me I was not old enough to get a booster shot. Evelyn, I'm old enough to be a mother.
They told you you weren't old enough?
They said 3 months for my age group.
Where'd you just go into CVS? I got my booster, but I did have cancer.
I can't get one. They say you can't mix and match. I'm waiting for the Johnson.
You cannot
Johnson
mix
one,
and
right?
match.
Yeah.
You got that Johnson. You got that bad one.
Oh, I got no, but Johnson, you niggas need it right away because you only had one shot.
I know.
Evelyn, I think this would be a good time because we do this to review and preview the podcast. Sure. We had Dan Natterman's. Dan Natterman was actually on Friends Like Us, promoting his new book, Iris Before COVID. So, Evelyn, go ahead and read some of our reviews of the podcast.
Yeah. So these reviews are from mostly Twitter, and then I think one from Apple Podcasts. So we got a viewer who their handle is Black Final Girl 101, who had retweeted just a Friends Like Us Day post about the episode saying, "Can't wait to listen." So that was exciting. And then also we had commentary from Aunt Pruitt on Twitter, who retweeted something from us and said, "Always fascinating and inspiring." And then we did get a review on Apple Podcasts as well from our friend Arlene, who I think was on earlier. Yeah, I'm not sure if she's still on, but yeah. Who said entertainment comfort zone, 5 stars. And then spoke a little bit, I think it's kind of engaging in the conversation in the podcast, saying, if only Hollywood/Netflix would listen to people who consume their content and not shareholders, we would all be happy. They would make money and we would not have content that erases people of color or diverse histories. So
there it is.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes.
Yeah.
You need a negative review.
We don't have any.
How can that be?
We had one a while ago.
A while ago.
Actually, we had one about, there was a woman, they were complaining about a woman who was really loud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
And was talking over everyone. And then she said a couple of N-words. It was something like that.
Yeah, I think there's also one we shared a few months ago because Marina was like, "I think I know who wrote this."
Oh my God. But I want to ask you guys, Halloween is here. I don't know if you see the little pumpkin plants behind me. You see that?
Yeah.
That I got that from, you like it?
Is it real?
Yeah.
That's not real, right?
Yes, that's real.
The pumpkins can grow like that? I never knew.
I got this from the farmer's market today. This is the wonderful thing of going to the farmer's market. You get little flowers and plants. I don't even know if that's a flower. But those are little. I don't know if it's pumpkins or they just look like pumpkins. I don't really know. I should have asked the guy what the hell it is actually, but doesn't it look like a little? It's so cute.
They're cute.
So I got that. No, it's not heavy at all. Do you guys celebrate? I love Halloween. I love Halloween so much. I just got finished watching Chucky, and I swear to God, I love.
Wait, the
Chucky
new
so
TV
much.
series?
These are my
There's a-
foods.
Ooh.
Yeah, they
There's a
just made
TV series.
Yeah, it's just started. It's on
Those are
maybe
cute.
FX.
Ooh, cute. They're gonna ruin Chucky by making it a series.
No, I think it's a great idea. When you make like 5 movies, you might as well just go into the series at that point. You know, I think no, it looks really good.
It is. It's.
Yeah,
Are you
it's
sure
with
it's on
the-
FX?
No, I can find out right now, but it's
Ugh.
oh, here I have it right here.
I think it's NBC actually.
No,
How could they turn them? So he gonna keep? I think that's too much murder.
Yeah, it's too much because
It's the original voice Chucky too. You know, it's the original whoever does that voice.
Oh, the original voice of Chucky. You know, they filmed Chucky, the first one, in Chicago.
Did he
In
talk?
that hotel actually was right behind where my dad used to live. So we used to go in that hotel to see the elevator. Remember the elevator scene? Do you guys remember the elevator scene with Chucky? It's like this, like he gets his arm trapped. It's like an old style
Oh, yeah.
elevator.
Yeah.
Marina wants
Yeah.
us to do it so bad so we can like connect with her, but
You know, every now and then I get to talk on my own show and it feels good, Yamanika.
Oh, grow up, Marina.
Marina, I only come on here every couple years, so I got to fill in.
Oh, see, Gasman says most people call them a pumpkin tree, but they are closer to an eggplant. So can I cook it? I wonder.
Don't cook those things, Marina. That's so pretty. Don't cook that.
Here it is. It's on you have to see
Oh, it's on Sci-Fi.
USA and Sci-Fi.
Yeah, someone just
Yeah.
put Donnell said USA and Sci-Fi. Yeah, I remember Chucky was I remember
Premieres
when
this Tuesday. It premieres.
Oh, okay. I loved it when he would when he got hurt the first time and he was like, "You know what?" And he told her because it hurt like a son of a bitch. It's just something funny about seeing a little doll talking like that.
Mhm.
And they crossed the line. And the one that I just saw recently, I think it was one where they put lipstick on Chumpy's lips and is turning Chucky into a girl. And I was like, oh no, here we go.
He had a wife. You sure that wasn't the girlfriend?
No,
Jennifer
I'm
Tilly.
positive.
Jennifer
I'm positive.
Tilly, who I think is going to be in it again, but I'm not positive.
Well, she should be. What work she pumping up right now?
She is a big poker player,
Yes,
and
she
she
is.
just makes money at gambling, like Gabe Kaplan, like Welcome Back, Kotter.
I didn't know that.
Look, I can cook it.
And a thing I put up there, I'm thinking about getting a Tron machine. I don't know if anybody remembers that, so I'm putting it out to the folks listening.
Grow
They
up,
just-
Juskow.
Arcade one up it. And
Put my hot-
Yamanika, I sent you those 2 Pac-Man ones.
I'm
I
gonna
sent you
put
the
some
one
hot
and the
water
40th
on.
anniversary one. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna put some hot water on, and when I go to put my hot water on, I'll be right back real quick. I'm gonna get my phone and I'm gonna order it while I'm on the show so I can show y'all that I bought it.
Bought what?
Pac-Man machine.
Arcade.
I could put it together for you
I
if you
just
want.
won on Fortnite, Yamanika.
Do you want to play after this?
I can't. I can't. I have an early spot, so I can't. After this, I'm done. We need to see some of those
Yeah.
high scores, Juskow.
Well, I mean, I have all the high scores. I'm the only one that's played it. I had them all during COVID, so I'm the only one.
Marina,
Although I am ranked. If you guys know, if you've seen
hold on.
that what's the documentary? A Fistful of Quarters, King of Kong. I'm ranked on that site for the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom machine.
Wow.
I'm
Look
a
at this.
complete
Someone's
nerd.
grateful. Nicole saying, "I'm grateful that I came the day of the year Yamanika came on. This is a talk to text, so this good luck." Or so, yeah. Now you know what? I do want to say this. Like
Thank you.
right now on Netflix, I don't think anyone's not talking about it.
Only Murders in the Building.
No,
Oh.
you're
That's
joking.
cool.
right?
Squid Game. I haven't watched it yet because I heard
I'm not. I'm just gonna
So
mention
good.
it. The Squid Game is
Oh, yeah.
so good.
Wait, it's
If you-
good. Wait, what's the controversy over that? I don't understand.
There's
What's
no
happening?
controversy.
No.
I
So
don't
controversial.
want to watch it, but they said it's gory, and I can't.
No,
handle
it's
gore.
it's not gore. It's more like it's brutal.
You're right,
There's
Hulu,
scenes
yeah.
that are pretty
Right.
brutal. I wouldn't say it's gory, but I will say that it's probably one of the best. And I'm not surprised because I've been watching Korean movies for a long time. They've always been
I
great
knew
at
you
telling
would
us.
like
It's a Korean show. Is it out of Korea or
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it made in
Yeah.
the U.S.?
And
I
you
just-
need to watch it without the dubbing. Watch it in
Mm.
Korean. Read the subtitles. You won't even recognize
yeah?
it. Yeah, it's better.
So what's it?
Everybody's
I don't know.
watching it.
I thought there was some sort of like they canceled it or something. Everybody was pissed, and I didn't know what it
No,
was.
people
No.
love it.
People
I think they
love
got
it.
a second season already.
I didn't know what. Don't you hate when like you're like everybody seems to know something and you're just completely out
That's
of it?
why
Like,
that's why people stream it so fast because they don't
Yeah.
want to. One, they don't want people to start talking about it and ruining it, which Dan did a little bit of that last night for me in one scene. I was like, God damn it, he ruined this scene for me. But
Natterman, that's what he does.
I
That's
said,
his
and I
thing.
said, Dan, do not talk about it anymore because
Oh, look
I
at my
have
new
to-
poster somebody gave me.
Now, will they bring this thing upstairs to me? Oh God,
Nice.
that kind of look like you on the side.
It is.
That is
Somebody made a poster of me and Alicia Silverstone together.
You was in
more tension with the subtitles. It's also the way you can
Yeah, they'll
hear
bring
it.
it upstairs.
You was in Clueless?
What? No,
You
no.
were in-
No, it's my favorite movie. So I had the director's daughter on my show the other day, so they know
Oh,
I
I thought
like
you
it.
were saying had the director's daughter on my dick the other day. I'm like, okay.
That'd have been all right. She's okay.
Now you guys get to see how, like, when Juskow behaves, I have to have Yamanika on.
I always
Juskow
behave.
and I have a bond.
Yeah.
I fell in love with Juskow years ago when he was lurking around the corner everywhere at Jeff's house.
That's true. Also, we went to Atlantic City. We were in Atlantic City together, and that's when it was really funny. Remember, you asked me to hold this one slot machine for you, and
Can you do
I
that?
was like terrified. People came like, "No, you can't sit." You're like, "But you're not playing it." I'm like, "I'm holding it for somebody. Trust me, you do not want to take this spot."
We had some fun. We should go to Atlantic City again. Take Marina this time.
Oh, that would be so. Remember, Marina, we had such a good time in Atlantic
They
City.
smoke though. That
Yeah.
smoking, it drives me
Because
crazy.
Marina and I also went there, and we had a really nice time. Remember how hot it was that day? We went for that walk, but it was still fun.
It's the smoking though in the casinos that drives me insane. I can't handle it. Whenever I come from there, I have sinus problems. It's
Oh.
just, you know. But
Marina,
maybe with you guys it would be fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. Remember, we had such a good time. No.
We had a good time, and nobody was thinking about no smoke. We don't have to
Hey, Stace Williams, how are you? A regular listener of the podcast and purchaser of merchandise.
Hey,
You
Stace.
still haven't sent me a shirt. I mean, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
oh, that's
for,
right, that's
wouldn't
right.
it be helpful for you? I'll pay for it if you want me to. I
No,
guess,
no,
but
I'll send you a shirt. What size?
Doesn't it look like she's just drinking out of a flask?
It
She's
does.
good.
She's
That's
had
the
it.
guy. That's my doctor.
Yep. Marina put me on to him.
What is it?
It's
Well,
herbal
everybody's
stuff.
tea packages are different, but mine are part of my problem. He thinks with trying to lose weight is that I have an issue with my adrenal glands. So
Oh.
this is to balance all of that out. But
Stace says she was on vacation and she missed us last week. Last week, actually, Stacy, we didn't do an episode, so it's good that you're back.
Again,
'cause
that's why I had to call Evelyn because I just.
I don't
couldn't
understand why
actually-
you. What did he
We
say?
had a chat. He just wanted to talk.
I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. It's 3:15 on a Saturday, and I don't know what to do.
I know
I-
we're so used to doing this every Saturday now.
I know. I answered because I thought it was him being like, "Where is everybody?" Like,
Oh.
I'm ready. But yeah,
Well,
no,
it was only a couple minutes. I don't think I was that annoying.
no. I enjoyed hearing your voice.
Oh,
just
Well-
let me ask you, how are they going to bring the machine up? Are they going to bring it to my house? Or do
Yes.
I have to take it from downstairs?
oh, good point. They leave it in my lobby, and I had to take it down. I had to bring it up myself. Do you have a doorman?
Yeah.
You can
But
get
they
them to-
don't-
you can get them to help you. I think
Mm.
it's very heavy.
It
very
is?
heavy. Yeah,
Yamanika, you're gonna have to talk to those doorman before then.
I could. I can help you with it. I could even put it together for you. It's the one thing I know how to do. for
Wait a
some
minute, I have to
reason.
put it together?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What do you mean? How do I put an arcade thing together?
You see the box? You see the box in the back? That's the third machine I haven't put together yet. It comes like that in that huge box, and then you somehow have to bring it upstairs, unpack it, put it together. You got to get an electric screwdriver.
I pay people to do that type of stuff. Just get someone to do it.
You probably have to pay somebody to do it, which is, worth it because it's awesome. And the two things I sent you, the two different kind of Miss Pac-Man machines, they're really good and they're kind of easy to put together if, which I'm not good at, but these are easy. I love it. It's this one place I want to have them advertise on my show. I really like them. They're coming out with a new Tron machine. It's very exciting.
Oh, Tron.
Yeah.
just gotta make it for you.
Yeah, I told you I could totally put it together for you.
Well, if I move, can you help take it down?
What are you moving?
I might. So.
That's the one. That's the reason I hadn't put the third one together yet. I thought I might be moved. I thought I was getting evicted, but it turns out I'm not.
Yeah, they looked at the picture online and saw you was white, and they said we give him a reprieve.
That is exactly what happened. How did you know that? I think that is what happened. They really just paid I hadn't paid rent in a while, and they're like, well, he seems okay. Although I didn't get something. I didn't get like the extra $5,000 or something you're allowed to get because I don't live in the correct neighborhood for that.
Oh, what's the neighborhood?
So being white was a problem that time.
Oh, you have to live in a certain. Is it
for
like,
this? I didn't live in the target area for another grant of some form.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
for your rent.
I even called the congresswoman, and I was like, "What the hell's going on here?" She goes, "Yeah, you don't live in the right area." I'm like, "What do you mean I don't live in the right area? I live in everybody's right area."
D
you know who I am?
D says you've got the complexion for protection, Juskow.
Thank goodness. Well, it's funny. Again, if we get rid of the black people, it's bad for me because then I will just be considered Jewish and not white. So then I'll be on the bottom of the totem pole.
You don't
so
know.
That's why it's very impressive. It's very important to have lots of black people around.
Let me tell you something. He's joking, but a lot of people know that that's the truth.
I'm not joking.
That's why so many people
After you told me that, it made sense.
Well, that's why so many people help keep black people down. That's why so many people got so much racist shit to say about black people. I told you I had a situation with the Indian men across the street at 7-Eleven. And I have it on video, them being racist. They wouldn't let black people in the store after a certain time.
No, they do not care for black people in those 7-Elevens. That's a fact. The Koreans in the in the delis as well.
And not just a free third Pac-Man machine?
What? Oh, they're saying that the government is giving me also a free third Pac-Man machine. I deserve everything. They're like, thank you. Well, the funny thing is,
giving you a third Pac-Man machine.
No, he's kidding. But it's like funny because my friend Joe would be like, well, if you got that money from unemployment, then I think it's time to buy another Pac-Man machine. He would always tell me that. I'm like, I don't think that's what it's for.
What are you eating, Yamanika?
I'm eating a chicken noodle soup. Did
you cook it?
No, I got it from Costco because I wasn't in the mood to. I just didn't have time. But well, they said stop eating rotisserie chicken because they said rotisserie chicken is like high in like sodium and all this other stuff. But normally I get a rotisserie chicken from Costco, eat it up as much as I can, make a salad and stuff out of it. Then I take the bones or whatever meat.
I used to do that.
I soak it in my Instapot. I let it get, and then I pull the bones and everything out. And then I throw some celery in there, some carrots, sometimes some potatoes, how I feel, because I try not to use noodles. Or I'll do the gluten-free noodles. I'll throw them in there.
That sounds
put
good.
Some broth in there, put a few bouillon cubes in there, put some seasoning in there, and then just make me a chicken, soup that I can just rock.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Since COVID, I have just gone nonstop eating horribly. Because remember, I was dieting during COVID, and now I'm back to my old ways. It is awful.
Well, you look good. You've gained weight. You look good.
I lost weight, but then I gained. I mean, I walk a lot, I guess, but I mean, it's bad. It's like I'm not taking any kind of care. On Thursday, I go visit my mother's. We go to the diner, so I always have, something bad there, like a, grilled cheese or something. And then my new ritual is when I'm coming back from the parking garage, I stop at Taco Bell. It's bad.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, Taco Bell got,
they just built one by my house. It's like a dream come true, but it's also a bad thing.
Well, they got rid of the Mexican pizza, which pissed me off.
Oh my God, that was my favorite.
That was my favorite too. I don't know why they got rid of that Mexican pizza.
I wrote them and I'm like, why are you getting rid of it? Yeah, I don't know what happened. That was the best.
It's just like Popeyes. Popeyes got rid of their dirty rice. They got rid of the dirty rice.
I haven't had fast food in so long. Just
Marina,
hearing this.
this was a time for us to bond.
Well, you heard, it's just so funny because my cousin I haven't seen him in 20 years, and he goes, "Hey, we're going to be in town on November 4th." And I'm like, something's going on that day. And I just remembered, as Dominique and I were talking about this, the McRib is coming back that day. And that's what was in my mind.
A McRib?
Yes. And
This
I'm like,
is
I
the
knew I had
show,
something going
Dee.
on that day, and I couldn't remember what it was.
Oh yeah, no, put that comment
Wait,
up.
hold on. Let me just make something clear here. There
And
is
then
no
I'm gonna-
show here without Marina Franklin.
No,
Okay,
no, this no.
this
I
is
don't
my
know.
show.
Me, Dominique, and
Okay,
Evelyn are pretty
all right,
funny.
D. Just
Yeah,
we're
just
Evelyn and
over it.
I are polite.
No.
You just
We
keep
just
your
got
mouth.
that show. We knew,
Just
we did our own-
remember what you said, D.
D is actually me. So I wrote that. I have 2 screen names going on at the same
Thank you
time.
for saying that, D. Just
What do you want them wrestling?
chemistry.
Oh, look, for real. That's right, Stace. That's right.
Oh, well, we knew Stace was going to say that.
Yeah, that's your
Let's see what
girl.
DJ Eric Prince has to say.
Well, DJ Eric Prince is my friend.
Well, where's
You know what,
Scooby Doofus?
Yamanika? I always wanted you to talk about this because your mom was a DJ.
Yes.
Really?
So, DJ Eric Prince, I just thought you should know that. Yamanika.
My dad was a lingerie salesman.
And my mother is your mother sold lingerie.
No, my dad did. Bras and girdles. That's no fun.
Wow.
I wish my mother was a DJ. That would have been unbelievable.
So my mother was a DJ, and what was funny, my grandparents owned a nightclub before they got saved in Baltimore called Strawberry Hill, and my mother DJ'd for them. And my mother DJ'd. She was one of the few DJs that had access to DJ on bass. So she would DJ for some of the officer clubs and stuff like that. And then my mother went on to she moved to South Carolina. And she went on to be an on-air personality and DJ for the Big DM 101 FM.
Oh, I was just going to say, was she an actual DJ?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's the coolest.
Yes, and B106 as well. And so my mother's very disappointed in my listening skills because my mother used to do this thing. It's a very annoying thing. Is when I get in my car when I was a teenager. She would always be like, "Oh, you don't hear that? You don't hear these levels?" She would test me, be like, "Hey, why don't you fix the? Let me see you." And so I would never have to bass and treble. So it was one of those annoying things. But she like, I don't know how you. My mother's very particular about how she listens to music. I can't listen to music like this. You gotta fix this.
That's right. That's what DJs do. Eric
But
Prince
it's not
knows
just that. It's like so when you're that close to it, I'm sure Marina feels this way because I feel this way. If I'm listening to my podcast or something, if listening back to this in audio, I can hear everything, and
everything.
I'm like, oh God, what happened there? I can hear people clicking a mouse, and no one else can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear so much. Well, Yamanika knows. I'm crazy
But
with
that's
my
what
audio.
happens. Your mother was so close to it. She's that she can't even listen to it. Normally it probably was driving her crazy.
Well, this has been fun, guys.
What are you talking about? There's still much more time to go.
No, I gotta go. I
don't have to go anywhere. I'm always free on Saturdays.
Until I don't have to leave my house until 10 o'clock.
This is yeah, y'all. Yeah, this is.
That would be a nightmare for
to
me leaving that
myself.
late.
Marina, let's play 2 games with me real quick. You ain't
Yamanika, where are you playing tonight?
I'm at the cellar tonight. You want to come and give me a kiss?
No, not tonight. I don't like coming out on Saturdays. It makes me nervous. It's scary down there.
You didn't ask where you know what, Juskow? I don't like the fact that when Yamanika comes on now, you didn't ask me where I'm performing.
No, I was getting to that. I thought we were getting.
No, you weren't.
Yeah,
of course, I thought we usually do a round table. I just only asked Yamanika because she said she was leaving at 10:30.
Oh, I just want to say, Stace and everyone's going on are still about food and their digestion.
Oh, I could talk about fast food.
They cannot.
That's where Yamanika and I should do a show together.
Yeah, on food. Well, I have acid reflux. I'm gonna have to go see the doctor about this. It's bad because
they have a pill for it. It's pretty good. I haven't been able to get it with my insurance I have now. It starts with a D and it is very effective.
Well,
it's not over the counter.
Well, let me see if I can get the prescription and then I'll share pills with you.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, it's good.
All right,
to say,
guys. Well, this was fun.
Oh, right.
Ew, Marina.
Look,
All right, Marina, where are you going to be?
No, I'm not telling you where I'm going to. Well, the reason I actually do have to end it is because I call it the senior citizen hour at the Comedy Cellar. I go on real early. So I have to still get in the shower. I mean, I smell fine.
Why won't you tell us where you're going to be?
At the cellar.
At what time?
6.
All right. Well, why were you holding it a secret? Don't you want people to come?
What'd you say, yeah?
I didn't even know the club opened there early.
I didn't know that either.
I told
think
you.
that's why she was keeping it a secret.
I told you.
First show was 8.
I get senior citizen hours, but I have a really early spot. So and MTA.
Say goodbye to everybody first.
Yes.
So let me go first.
Thank you. George says thank you and bye from Australia.
Hello,
Cool.
Australia.
It's like 5 o'clock in the morning
there.
or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
And you send it back to me. But I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. Evelyn, as always, I love seeing your face. I told you a star. As soon as you get away from Marina, you'll realize that. Marina, no, I got to end with Marina. Juskow, you know how I feel about you.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, in 10 years, if you ain't got nothing going on and I ain't got nothing going on, we just gonna be a cantankerous couple living together with eviction notices piling up and playing arcade games that you that fixed us.
Sounds perfect.
And Marina, I love your pink glasses. I love how you constantly try to pretend you're not light skinned.
I am not. Why I'm not light skinned?
And I want to say this. Marina said to me, I had come back. I was at the table with Marina the other day. It was me and Marina and
Lynn
Coplitz. And I went over to the table to talk to Ricky Velez and his brothers that was in town. And I came back and Marina said, wow, you have so much joy when you come back from here. And she goes, you never have joy like that with me.
Not on the initial. This is what I get. I get, you know how you are sometimes. You know how you can be. That's what I get.
I said, but that thing bothered me when I got home. I said, why Marina don't think she give me joy? So I just want to say, you give me joy when I'm down. Thank you, Marina. I love you.
Oh, that just made my whole day. Oh, thank you, Yamanika. I love you too. This is fabulous. This was so much fun, everyone. Thank you so much, Evelyn.
Where's Evelyn going to be?
I'm going to be at the Broadway Comedy Club on October 14th.
I mean, good for you.
What? I should come see you. Text me that, Evelyn, so I can come see you.
Hello.
Yeah, we should all go support Evelyn at the Broadway Comedy.
Did you say October 14th?
Yes, at 6:30.
Oh, that's a Thursday. Oh yeah, I'm performing that night too.
You ain't performing at 6:30 on no Thursday.
Oh no, not at 6:30. Sorry, I'm at the West Side Comedy Club, Marina's favorite place, on Thursday, October 14th.
Well, we can't.
I know you're all banned from there.
No, we can't get it. I remember one more story though, when Yamanika saw me not shake someone's hand at the West.
I understand.
And what I said, ooh.
I understand.
I said, wow, when you shut down, you shut down.
I was like, I don't do that.
And for the right reasons, quite frankly.
I always get the bad rap that I'm mean. I'm not mean. I just don't have a filter. I'm very nice.
Yeah, I've never heard a rap of you being mean, but I've definitely heard that about Marina.
I'm very direct, but I'm the nice one, Marina.
Raymond, Evelyn does talk. We know how to open it up to our guests. Evelyn talks.
Mm-hmm.
She talks, don't you, Evelyn?
I do.
Say something.
No, if you would like me to, I think you should. If you want me to talk more, you should direct that more at Juskow.
Ooh.
Yes. Ooh, get it, Evelyn.
I gave you an opportunity to talk to me on the phone last week, and you didn't. You were, like, what the hell are you calling me for?
Not to mention, if you want to hear Evelyn talk more, you should go to her show on October 14th at the Broadway Comedy Club, and then you should.
I'll be there.
I'm going to be there. So go and hear more of Evelyn. All right, guys. I love you so much. Don't forget, check us out. Friends Like Us podcast, streaming on all platforms. Leave us a review. That way we can shout you out here. Also get our merchandise. Friends Like Us t-shirts, face masks, coffee mugs, everything you'd like, even hoodies. We're going into the fall season, so get your hoodies, your Friends Like Us hoodies. All right, wear your mask. Please get vaccinated, okay? It's not a joke. Get vaccinated. It really isn't going to do anything to you except for make you possibly smarter in my eyes. And Black Lives Matter.